Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to look into your current situation. We're also going to get the outcome of your current situation as well. Also too, feel free to check out your other placements. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, definitely check out your other placements, okay? All right, let's get started. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is their current situation for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, Capricorn, we do have the Five of Swords out here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. There's a lot of tension right now between you and another individual. I am definitely getting that. There's a lot of tension and friction right now between you and another individual. I'm also getting an overall energy of the both of you creating a lot of distance here due to this tension and conflict here that you're experiencing with this person. So you're creating a lot of distance here between you and them, but they're also creating a lot of distance here between you and them as well. Then we also have the Six of Wands out here. All right, this conflict that you're experiencing here with this individual in particular. Not only do I see you creating a lot of distance between you and them, I'm also getting like an overall energy, Capricorn, of you deciding, like you making that choice to not allow this conflict that you're experiencing with this particular individual to ruin your day. I am definitely getting that. But I'm also getting like an energy of you looking at this person as somebody who just has a tendency of bringing drama and chaos into your life, and you refuse to like feed into it is basically what I'm getting. Yeah, you refuse to feed into it. For some of you, you could very well be perceiving this person as somebody who not only brings drama and chaos into your life, but you might be also perceiving this person as somebody who plays a lot of games, especially a lot of head games, and you're very determined to not feed into this person's BS. I am definitely getting that. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. This could definitely be between you and somebody that you're romantically involved with. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Yeah, I am getting for the vast majority of you, this could definitely represent somebody that you're romantically involved with. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Yeah, for the vast majority of you, they definitely are someone that you're romantically involved with. So for some of you, you could be married to this person. For others of you, you could be in a committed relationship with them. I am definitely getting that as well. Yeah, I can't emphasize this enough, Capricorn. It's like you're looking at this person, you know, as somebody who has brought a lot of drama and chaos into your life, as well as pain and disappointment. You just kind of look at this person as somebody who's clearly not taking you or their relationship with you seriously. You also look at this person as somebody who just plays a lot of games with you. And I feel like you're sick and tired of like feeding into them and their BS. I am definitely getting that. This to me kind of feels like the straw that basically broke the camel's back. I am definitely getting that. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is that this person did on their end that left you perceiving them in this manner as somebody who's just, you know, playing games, as somebody who's just not trying to take you or this relationship that they share with you seriously. But yeah, this was definitely like the straw that broke the camel's back for you. And like I said, I feel like you're very determined to not allow whatever it is that they said and or did to ruin your day or affect you. And I'm also getting that you refuse to like feed into this person's BS. I am definitely getting that. Okay. I do like the fact, Capricorn, that you're choosing to rise above the situation. I do like that. Because I feel like before, you know, every time this person used to like say something or do something that would like hurt your feelings, rub you the wrong way, whatever the case may be, I feel like you're very quick to like say something about it or snap on them. But it kind of looks like you're choosing to kind of take the high road and not snap on them or say absolutely anything to them. Like I said, I feel like this is you trying to like rise above the situation and not allow their actions and or behavior to continue to bother you and or affect you, because I feel like you have been allowing this person and their behavior and their actions and their words to bother you and affect you. But you're not doing that anymore. Like I said, you're rising above the bullshit. You're rising above the bullshit. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. Oh, okay. We got the Four of Cups here in the reverse. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. Yeah, I am definitely getting, Capricorn, that in the past, like, this person will turn around and say something or do something to, like, purposely piss you off. I feel like this person does a lot of things on purpose. It's interesting with them because it's like, this is kind of like that type of individual that will literally throw a stone in your direction and then hide their hands behind their back. I am definitely getting that. Like, this is that type of person that will literally go out of their way to, like, purposely piss you off. Purposely piss you off. And I feel like it used to work all the freaking time on you, because you would always turn around and say something to them or snap on them or start an argument with them. Now, I know that this is going to sound very crazy and very, very off the wall, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. I feel like this person will purposely go out of their way to piss you off, to get a reaction out of you, because that basically tells them, you know, if you still care about them or not. I mean, granted, you know, this person can, you know, obviously, you know, find out in other ways if you really do care about them and love them, instead of doing all of this. But this person feels like that's the only way to know for sure, you know, if you still love them or if you still care about them, is by, you know, doing things that they know should spark a, you know, reaction out of you, is basically what I'm getting, because that's going to determine to them if you still love them and or care about them. If you don't react, then that's going to tell them that you don't love them, that you don't care about them. But if you do react, then that's going to tell them that you do love them and that you do care about them, because this person comes off to me as somebody who does things on purpose. This is not like a, oh, my bad, I didn't know that that was going to bother you, I didn't know that that was going to upset you. They knew. They knew. They knew. But like I said, you're not reacting. You're not reacting. You're not reacting. And this is why we have the Page of Wands here in the reverse. The Page of Wands in the reverse basically represents bad news. The fact that you're not reacting to this person's BS, like, they're not taking it so well, because typically what you would do is snap on them, start an argument with them. That's what you would typically do. But the fact that you're not reacting, yeah, they're not taking all of this so well, because it's leading them to essentially think that, you know, you're losing interest in them, that you're getting over them, that you can care less about them. And none of this, by the way, sits well with them. It just doesn't. Like I said, you're rising above the bullshit. You are rising above the bullshit, my friend. All right, what's the ultimate outcome here? What's the ultimate outcome? We do have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And then we also have the Magician in the reverse. And then we also have the Tower in the reverse, and the Tower is linked to the Devil, and your person does have the Devil attached to them and their overall energy. Yeah, this strategy of theirs to get under your skin and piss you off in hopes that they get a reaction out of you, because that's going to tell them if you really do love them and care about them or not, is backfiring in their face, is basically what I'm getting. With the Ace of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, as far as the ultimate outcome is concerned, not only do I see you rising above the bullshit, Capricorn, but I am definitely getting that you're basically looking at them and your dynamic with them as something that's just not worth your time and or investment. You know, once upon a time, you did look at this person, your relationship with this person, you know, as something worth fighting for. I do feel like once upon a time you did look at this person as somebody that you would love to go off and manifest and create a life with into fruition. But that is drastically changing here on your end, is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like it has a lot to do with, you know, the things that you find yourself experiencing within this dynamic that you share with this particular person. Now, with that Nine of Swords energy coming out here, you know, I feel like this relationship truly did affect you, and I do believe that it affected you in a variety of different ways. You know, despite the fact that it was affecting you in a variety of different ways, I feel like you still I think that for the most part, because you wanted to manifest and create a life with this person so bad, you forgave them for a lot of things, you overlooked a lot of things, and in doing so, I feel like this relationship just over time started to really, you know, affect you, like I said, in a variety of different ways. So I feel like that's kind of why you allowed this fuckery to go on for as long as you have allowed it to go on, is because you were very attached to like them and what you wanted with them and what you wanted to build with them. But I feel like your perception, like I said, it's changing. You don't perceive this person as somebody worth fighting for. You don't perceive this relationship as something worth fighting for. You don't perceive this person or this dynamic that you share with them as something, you know, worth your time and or investment, is basically what I'm getting. And the amount of things that you've had to experience thus far, you know, with this person, it's kind of like you're kind of taking a step back and you're kind of looking at this whole entire situation like, yeah, this is just not worth it. This is not worth me sacrificing my peace over. This is just not worth it. This is just not worth it. This is just not worth it. Like I said, I do see this person's like game plan to get under your skin, to see, you know what I mean, if they get the reaction that they're looking for out of you, backfiring in their face like crazy. Let's look at the Tower. Kind of curious. Tell me more about the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. Oh, we got the Judgment card. Yeah, this is going to backfire in this person's face. Yeah, this is going to backfire in their face. And when it does, because it will, because you're rising above the bullshit, okay? You're rising above the bullshit. You're not giving in to them and their little games anymore. You're not allowing this person to get the best of you anymore. That's when I see this person. That's when I see this person resurfacing back up here for you. I am definitely getting that. It's like the moment you decide to literally drop this and walk away. It's the moment that I see them running after you. It's the moment that I see them resurfacing back up here for you. Okay, nothing else wanted to come out. No surprise. We have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is all about balancing things out and making things right. When they don't get the reaction that they're looking for, because they won't, because you're rising above the bullshit here, they will be back. That's besides the point. They will be back. And they're going to try to make things right here with you. I am definitely getting that. They're going to try to make things right here with you. Now, depending on what you decide to do will determine obviously what ends up happening next between the two of you, but that is completely and utterly up to you, Capricorn. But just know this, that you're spot on when it comes down to this person, because I feel like you perceive this person as somebody who likes to play a lot of head games with you, or just games in general. And I think that you're very spot on when it comes down to that. The reason why this person like does the things that they do is because they want to see if they're going to get a reaction out of you or not, because it's going to determine, I guess, to them whether or not, you know, you really do love them or if you don't. Like I said, I'm sure that there's many different, you know, other ways that this person can go about finding out if you really do love them and or care about them. This, though, this here, and the way that they've been playing it here with you is just ultimately going to cause this person to basically lose you in the end. Because like I said, these games that they're playing with you just to test you, just to see if you love them, just to see if you care about them, is literally pushing you further and further and further away from this connection. You're taking back control over your life and not allowing this person to get the best of you anymore. Like I said, you're rising above the bullshit here. And as you're rising above the bullshit here and you're not playing this little game with them, it all instantly backfires in this person's face. Is basically what I'm getting. Is basically what I'm getting. So they'll be back and they'll try to make things right with you, but it's up to you in regards to, you know, whether or not you want to fix or repair things here with them or not. That's entirely up to you. All right. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye.